Hi again, this is Rick with AmazingAccuracy.com, and today is December 14, 2018. It is currently 1:33 p.m. Chicago time. Well, it's been a while since I did my last video, and I thought I'd go ahead and put one together for you guys. Something I just noticed real quick here as I'm going through my daily analysis of the currency markets. And as you can see on the chart here, on my provisions chart, that I currently have the weekly chart of the Australian dollar. Now, with a weekly chart, I'm sure most of you know each one of these price bars represents one complete trading week, Monday through Friday. And what I also wanted to do is slide one of my F-Date applications in here. This is actually the F-Dates 2000 program right here, one of the major, if not the major, main program that I use for forecasting using F-Dates. Now this one here is on the Australian dollar, and I want to bring up here the weekly, and I'm going to just set this calendar back just a little bit so that you can see what I'm looking at here. I'll pick the Australian dollar, let it do its thing. Now, all this is probably not going to mean anything to you because it does take a little bit of learning, but I have been using this now for 23 years in its different iterations, and so I'm able to interpret this pretty quick. But here's what I want to show you here. Okay, for example, you can see these red bars here. Okay, I'm going to interpret this for you. I'm not going to go into some training on how to use this application because 99.99% of the population does not have this application. There are only a handful of licensed users of this application all around the world. Anyway, but starting over here, we're looking at this weekly bottom. If you'll see right here, this happened on the week of October 26th, and that's in reference to this F-date area showing here. Then it was telling me, okay, so we're going to have a little topping likely here, and that happened right here because as you can see here on week ending November 9th, this bar, it was followed by an outside bar where it went lower and then it went higher during that week. So first it had gone down, then it went back up, making this weekly top bottoms, or what we call a correction, of course, in a trend. And that would be this 11.9 and 11.23, where we went from bottom, top, bottom here, and then we brought it back up here to where you can see December, week ending December 7th. And right here you can see that this very top in the Australian dollar is week ending December 7th. We're currently now moving down again, this being week ending November 14th, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So that means we're now moving into this area here where we are going to be expecting another weekly swing bottom as represented from here. And I've already got that marked on the charts for my members here. Week ending 12/21, it shows here. So coming next week, and we're also looking at, we're in the oversold zone here. So for a weekly swing bottom to occur in this zone is highly likely and within this time, as shown by this really high indication here. But the rally in the weekly may likely be short term, 1 to 3 weeks, because we have this headwind here. We have this red bar, and we have the seasonal high top thing here showing this blue area. No F-date, but this is a holiday period here, so it makes me very skeptical. But if anything, we likely will get that weekly swing bottom for this right here, and then we may or may not get the following weekly swing top because it's questionable. We're missing this F-date here, this geo analysis algorithm 2, but it may. But anyway, so some kind of a rally is likely into the first week of January, where we could see it start pulling back down again, where we see the 4th week of January, around that time, the end of January, as you see, we'll go into February here, where prices could possibly and most likely start back down again. So look for A weekly swing bottom likely to start next week, and I would show you on the daily here in a second that I'll be looking for Monday or Tuesday of next week for it then to start rallying back up. But that rally again would be short term, as I mentioned here, and then we'll be falling back down for most of January. And I had indicated down here, so most of January to make another weekly swing bottom. And this, of course, all hinges on whether we get that weekly swing top here for this January 4th week. So at the very minimum, to end this year, start looking for that rally to happen starting Monday, Tuesday next week. Now, going to the daily, I'm going to click daily. I'm going to say load data. I'm going to put the Australian dollar back in here again and let it deliberate. There we go. All right. And let me pull that off to the side for a second because I need the daily chart of the Australian dollar showing here. All right. As you can see, prices were rallying off of the last F date here, which is a $ F date. You can see prices rallied. This chart is not updated yet with today's data, which shows that prices are moving downwards today, and that would make this 1213 a swing top on the daily chart. And if you look here now with the daily calculations, that all makes sense. Here's the 1210 bottom we were looking at. You got the F date here with 1210, but I was looking at 1211. That's why it's marked with 1211. That's fine. It happened one day early here. Then it would go to 1213, which 1213 did in fact make a swing top. It's just not updated on this particular chart, but I've already looked at the prices today for 1214, and they are lower than this bar here. So this is already confirmed a swing. And then you'll notice it comes over here to 1217, which is this coming Monday. And so I am expecting prices to rally down today and then into Monday of next week, which we've already discussed the weekly, where I would be expecting Monday likely to put in that weekly swing bottom. And this one here, $ is for 1218, which you can see is one day after this 1217 here. But this is based on other applications that I have that gives it the $ designation. So 1217, which is one day right before, is where I'm really looking for that to happen. Because if it was to happen on 12, let's say if it was happening 1218, well, that would be fine. It would only be one day off, so that's fine too. So Monday, Tuesday, right here is what I'm expecting these daily prices to stop dropping and then the rally back up, because as we've already discussed about the weekly, that we're looking for a weekly swing bottom here and for it to go up for at least 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll try to put some more out here shortly. It's just been very, very hectic around here. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.